Welcome, Libra, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly intuitive tarot guidance. So this will be for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for March 16th through the 22nd. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all since it's general. So just take anything that resonates with you, leave the rest for someone else. And remember, Libra, never put anyone else's judgment or opinion above your own. You know what's best for you, Libra. Also keep in mind that the cards are here as guidance, not as predictors. It is my intention to attract the cards that best serve those of you Libras who will actually view this message. It's my intention to attract that's a lot of cards here, Libra. Well, actually, it's not that many. Okay. Your physical realm here. Yeah, so it's my intention to attract not just the cards, but the intuition to go along with them that will best serve those of you who watch this video. And also keep in mind, Libra, funny that this jumps out right as I'm about to say, there really are no negative or ominous cards. It's really because they're here as guides, not as predictors. Also, Libra, in the next few weeks, I may find myself, I expect to have free time. I expect to find myself with free time, and I may be adding some different types of readings. So be on the lookout for those. And also, Libra, if you would be so kind as to do so, a simple way for you to support this channel is just to give it a thumbs up. Maybe consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell if you haven't done so already. I would appreciate your support. And thank you, those of you who have been supporting me all along. And let's take a look at what we have here now. We have the cards for you, Libra. From the minor arcana, we have the physical realm on the left, and I think you have like 4 cards for that. The mental realm in the middle, and the spiritual realm on the right. So in other words, what's going on in your physical world, what's on your mind, and guidance or advice from the spiritual realm. And then temperance you have as your overall energy, Libra. So I really like that. But we'll get to that in a moment. Let's take a look at the physical realm because you had the most cards for that. So you have the 5 of Swords on top, 5 of Swords reversed, followed by the 3 of Pentacles upright, the Knight of Wands upright, and the Knight of Swords reversed. Interesting here, Libra. Okay, so Libra, are you at odds with a fire sign by any chance? Or it may not necessarily be a fire sign, but you know, we have you here as the Knight of Swords reversed. And then we have the Knight of Wands upright. Have you done something or said something that you kind of regret? I'm feeling here, Libra, that you may have said something or done something in relationship to a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that you regret. So I don't know if maybe, you know, you had words with somebody, or you lost your temper with somebody, or you kind of did something that was not very nice, or something like that. So I'm feeling as though you might have done something to hurt a fire sign, like friend or relative. You know, I do feel because you're both represented by knights here, I feel I got the sense the word camaraderie. I feel like there's like a camaraderie between you. So it's like maybe a peer of yours, someone who's like an equal to you. So, it could be a friend, it could be a coworker, it could be a spouse. So, because I'm definitely feeling, someone who's like on your level here. And so what I'm feeling here is that you may have said something or done, it could be done something too. Yeah. The 5 here, that's the number of change. So I feel as though you want to change the dynamics of this relationship. I feel like you might want to make up for something. This is kind of specific, Libra, so this is not going to resonate with everyone. But I feel as though you want to make up with someone. It may be a fire sign. It's not necessarily a fire sign. The Knight of Wands could be, could be anybody, but it may be a fire sign for some of you. I feel like you want to make amends for something you did or said. And you want to rebuild the friendship. You want to rebuild the camaraderie. You want to rebuild the relationship here. And, this isn't your physical realm. So I feel as though you may be taking some steps this week toward rebuilding a relationship that may be suffering from something that you feel bad for. It's not necessarily that you did something awful, Libra, but I do feel as though you feel you were in the wrong or you feel responsible. You were either neglectful or hurtful, and you want to make amends. I feel as though you want to change. You want to change the dynamics of this relationship, because right now, I think the other person is feeling hurt or left out. And you want to rebuild this friendship because it means a lot to you. And in your mental realm, you're kind of worried about it. You're worried about the reaction you might get. You're worried about how to approach the subject or how to broach the subject. Some of you are more worried than others. Some of you are thinking about this more and more. I get the feeling that the longer time goes on, the more and more worried you become about it. And for others, I feel it's like the more this separation or rift goes on, the less you think about it. But I also feel as though the rift gets larger. So it's interesting. I'm wondering which category you fall into here, Libra. Are you the one who's ruminating on it a lot, or is it kind of like out of sight, out of mind for some of you? Yet the rift gets bigger and you worry about that. So even those of you who aren't ruminating on it and thinking about it day and night, you're realizing that it's going to be more difficult to repair the longer time goes on. Very interesting. Okay, so in your spiritual realm here, you have the Page of Pentacles. So this is like advice and encouragement. And I'm feeling make the first move here. Make the first move, Libra. Make a peace offering. Offer something. Actually, I feel as though you're supposed to maybe offer like a gift of some sort, like a token of your love and appreciation for this person, a token that is meaningful to either your relationship with this person or something that's meaningful to the other person, something that lets you know that this person is important to you, that you know this person, that it's and not something generic that you would just give someone that you hardly know, right? Like not a gift you would give your teacher or you would send in for your child's teacher or what have you. Someone that you aren't personal, not something like that. I feel as though this gift has to be meaningful. It has to be worth something. And I don't necessarily mean financially. I'm not saying it has to be expensive. It has to be valuable. There's a difference between valuable and expensive in some cases. And in this case, that's what I mean. Could it be expensive? Sure. If you've got the money, Libra, and you want to spend a lot of money on this gift, that's fine. But that's not the sentiment that I'm feeling here. It's something that's of value, that has sentimental value. That's what I'm trying to get to. That's the word. It's something that has sentimental value. So your overall energy of temperance. So Libra, I'm really feeling as though your alignment should bring you the results you desire. In other words, I feel as though you're in a good vibrational place. I just got the feeling that this is the only thing you're worried about. That right now, this is the only thing you're worried about. You want to make amends with someone. You feel bad about something you did, you said, or even something you didn't do. You hurt somebody in some way. And you want to make amends. But I feel like that's the only, obviously there are always little things, ups and downs, but the only major thing or major relationship that isn't where you want it to be. And I feel as though your alignment between your physical self and your non-physical self will provide you with the vibration that you need to attract the right words, the right situation, the right gift, maybe. And again, like I said, this gift doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't even, you don't even necessarily have to buy a gift. But I did get the feeling though that might be just to that might, something thoughtful will, if it's meaningful to the person, if it's got sentimental value to the person, I feel as though it might be symbolic of how much you want to make amends with this person. But anyway, yeah, I like that you have the energy of temperance here around you. I feel as though you've got the spiritual support you need to make this happen. And I feel as though you don't really need to be so worried about what you're going to say. How will this person receive your reaching out? Or if you're literally apologizing, how will this person receive your apology? I feel if you approach it with this temperance energy, with love, good intentions, sincerity. Sincerity is really, really important here, Leo. But I also get the feeling you don't want to backslide, right? I feel as though this relationship needs more attention and needs more, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I'm not sure. It just like escaped me. It just needs more of your consideration. You know, it's like you can't just phone it in. So Libra, this was kind of specific for a general reading. So I feel as though this does not apply to that many of you. Now, it still may be possible that you found some general message in here that does serve you, but I also feel like this was kind of specific and will not apply to a lot of you. So if it doesn't, go to High Priestess Influence, go to playlists and find the messages for your moon and rising signs, because those sometimes resonate more or maybe can even add some understanding or value to this one. But yeah, if this doesn't, I apologize, Libra, if there's nothing at all in here for you, because that was kind of specific. So thank you for being with me. I appreciate your support and your time. I hope this week ahead is wonderful for you. And I do hope to see you back here again next week, my wonderful Libra friends.